You sitting there with this head and shit. You just come. Oh no, come to me. It's binary thing, non-binary thing. Somebody educate me. Can we get to it? No.
Can we get it started first?
I'm starting the show first.
Hey y'all, Polly Talk Live in the building. Where you at?
What are you going to
Listen, I can't wait for y'all. I can't wait. This
They.
Yes, just like if you didn't know somebody. Alright. Just like if you didn't know somebody. Let's put over a little bit.
Yeah, what's up? I was thinking, fuck, I get ready to I see this going to be good, bro. See this going to be good, man. I might want to tune in. Listen to why you picking up tone now? And I want to listen. You're doing it. Why you think you're doing it? Y'all have drunk this already. Lord have mercy. I should have brought more wine for that. All right, y'all, let's go.
Shamaka in the building.
Alright.
Oh, this Shamaka lady.
Shamaka.
Here come clap.
Yo. Welcome to Polly Talk Live. It's me, the one and only Rachel Lenise. How y'all doing? How y'all living? How y'all feeling on this wonderful Tuesday? Welcome to Polly Talk Live. We got a good one for you today. This is going to be that one that everybody teach me something, and I'm going to learn something, and we're going to learn something together. But before we get into the meat, the gristle of the bone marrow today,
Oh, marrow.
why don't y'all go ahead and meet and greet my co-host.
I'm great.
Ladies first.
My phone is dying today. It's dying today.
It died today.
dying
It died it and they
Catch me on someone else's live. But I'm Courtney the Love Spreader. I'm here to spread the love. And we're going to spread the knowledge today, too. So, well, that's every day, but we double them down today. We get into it. Britt Brat.
Yo, sorry about that. It's Britt Brett here again, live on Polly Talk Live. All right. Yeah. How was your weekend? Let's go. Wait. Hold on.
we got one more over there in the corner.
We got two more.
In it.
Oh,
Just in it. I don't know who that.
We got two.
My rotation. We're gonna go ahead. Al, go ahead and finish this off because some of the people in the back might not know who you is, who you be.
Now you know damn well. If somebody doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
The whole
Hey,
onion
man,
on the
if y'all
back.
can really see this, man, I know this is radio, but if y'all can see some of the stuff that I be dealing with, your booty is like really warm. Also, cool.
Listen.
No, I'm Al Songbird. For those who don't know, I am the male extraordinary at the table, the only melanin dark dude at the table today. So y'all come on with it. I think we got a good one, man.
We definitely do. And so, let me introduce y'all to them, they, her, him, them, and them. The wonderfully made, brilliantly binded,
Yes.
one and only.
Yes!
The magnificently vivacious Queen of Secrets.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one that's gonna check you in and check you out. Max.
Let's go, Lex.
Miss Lex. Y'all say hello to my girl.
Hey, Lex.
To them. To my.
Come on, listen. We didn't know what's happening.
Listen.
Hell, man.
So I'm gonna get right on up into the thick of things. This is a subject that I'm ignorant on.
Okay.
So forgive me in advance, and I apologize. My words are not intended to offend, and I'm gonna say that across the board for the entire table.
Okay.
Off the gate. So y'all don't beat us up in the back.
Wait a minute. What we got going?
The sofa can't beat us
Now I'm
up.
afraid.
Listen, because this is gonna be the day of questioning.
Yeah, because I need to know what's
This is
happening.
gonna be one of them learn your episodes.
Wait a minute, y'all ever drove down the street and didn't know what was going on? Like, man, I don't know what's going on, man. I'm gonna drive down this motherfucker anyway, just see what happens. Let's go.
So for the people who don't know what Polly Talk Live is, it's all about education in any facet, whether it be about relationships, gender fluid, whatever it is, whatever it looks like. The whole goal is to educate and move forward and go in a way of knowledge. So today's episode is about gender fluidity. Did I say that right?
Gender
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Gender fluidity.
I couldn't do it.
You never told me about fluidity. That was a real
I got stretched earlier, so we good.
Wait a minute, Brittany.
So,
Hello.
how do you do? So, talking about gender fluidity is a new subject to me because I've only ever known or even comprehended one way, right? And much like many people, we don't know what the hell you talking about. So for the people in the back in the third row in the nosebleed section,
And for the hood nigga.
and for the hood niggas in the back on the corner playing that thing,
And the first row too.
Oh,
and,
God.
and the first pew of the service on third Sunday,
God.
We're trying.
on the fourth Sunday when the old ladies speak.
Play with me, man. Let us get in. Stop playing
Go
with me. Let me put
ahead.
it in. Stop.
Did you touch his arm on his thigh again?
Don't do that, because
I
my
didn't get to
wife
that.
ain't
Sorry,
gonna be doing all kinds of stuff.
So
I
let's.
just got the elbow and he was tripping.
Oh,
But
you
yeah.
know,
But yeah.
sometimes touch is a real thing.
Yes.
Sure is.
Lex, go ahead and tell the people who you are, how you identify,
Okay.
and what is your current dynamic,
In what sense?
relationship style.
Oh, okay. My name is Lex, obviously. Hi. I just go by they, them. Non-binary is really just like not wanting to be identified with male or female. You hear someone is a woman, and 9 times out of 10, society has you thinking like, oh, nurse, oh, you're a mom, oh, you know, like how many times people ask me if I have children. Just because I know that I am like femme presenting is like, just like, you're not asking every dude you see that, oh, are you a dad? How many children do you have?
Wow.
Do you want children? That's not what you're asking them. I just don't want to be put in any box for any gender, for any role. I just want to be seen as a human being that likes to do things. And sometimes I like to do more masculine things, and sometimes I like to do more feminine things. Either way, don't put the label on me, just let me be a person, and I think that's like the core of it.
Okay. And what is your current relationship dynamic?
Well,
She took a swallow.
I swallowed a breath and a smile.
Un momento, por favor.
Wait a minute, but for real though.
because it really depends on how I'm feeling lately. But as of right now, I am non-monogamous. I
Okay.
wouldn't take women. Sometimes I date men, but I just don't have patience for them, and they don't like my attitude, and I don't care that they don't like my attitude. So I just stay away from them because it's just like too much. It's too much.
Do you think you possess too much masculine energy?
I don't really know because I've met men who can handle me just fine. They just start to get on my nerves, and I leave them where they at.
Oh.
I hate that shit. You know what? I'm digging that though. Hey man, you know when a woman can take control and say, hey man, I'm me.
Sips
Well,
wine.
wait a minute. I have oh my God, this is crazy. My thing is, I should not flirt with you. I should not look at you
Please
that way.
don't.
No, exactly. The way you said it, you said, I don't want to be identified as just because I'm a woman. Don't think just because I have makeup, you can speak to me this way. So my thing, that's why I was like,
You should approach
Oh.
most people like that because that's
That's
really
cool.
how people want to be approached. Like they're a
I
person.
like
you know?
that. That's cool. That's cool. That was enlightening.
So what brought you to this point in your life? Like what happened? What did anything happen? Because some people do have the misconception that something happened versus this just is.
Right.
Nothing really happened. I think I really just evolved into who I am, like different like circumstances and situations, whatever you want to call them, different cards that were dealt to me. Oh, you want to take that?
No, I don't. Continue. Cause you, ma'am, whatever you call yourself today.
You the one ringing on the air.
Shit, my
What you
phone.
mean?
Can you get back to what you were talking about? Thank you.
He mad because I called him out.
No, I'm not mad at all. This is just how I talk. She don't know me. Cause she don't know her.
So when you hit the precipice in your life where you was like, you know what, is. Was there a pivotal point where you had to start explaining to people?
No, and that's only just because anybody who like cares to know or needs to know would ask, and I would be comfortable like talking to it. But what do I have to explain myself to a stranger for? What are they doing for me?
There's not a lot of people walking around with the mental capacity to comprehend. I don't owe you no explanation. It's not a lot of people that have the gall to love themselves enough to understand that they don't have to explain any of that to anyone at any given moment. So if you had any advice for a young child or just an adult who was just trying to figure it out, had these feelings and was like, what advice would you give that person?
I mean, I tell my niece all the time, she's 5, love her so much. I tell her all the time, I always say, do what makes you feel good. Like, just don't get in trouble. I'm like, just do what makes you feel good, but don't get in trouble. So, I don't know, I think that's what you should do. Like, figure out what makes you feel good. You don't, everybody's thinking so, like, binary, like linear. You're thinking, like, what you usually see versus what you actually want. So
is it more about a feeling versus a look?
It's never a look. Anybody could be like non-binary because I'm femme presenting, but that doesn't mean I want to always be called like she, her, like all of that shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be seen as like a mother, a caretaker, because sometimes I'm not those things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I do not have any children, and I don't really plan to go there. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't want to be put into somewhere where you've conceived where I should be just because of the way you perceive me. You know, I'm a person. You're a person.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So there's not a gender identification for you. You want to be known as just, I'm just who I am.
Yeah, that's the whole like they, them, like don't. Because when you say they, like, oh, you're not associating me with any gender. Whatever you're painting in your head when somebody says, oh, I'm going to meet my friend over here, or I'm going to meet them over here, or yeah, they love doing that, whatever. You're painting your own picture of that. That's your business. But if I were to put some other label on it, then it would just create something that obviously wasn't me and that you'd feed more into because it's more like heteronormative is more what you're used to.
Well, the reason I think as a heterosexual male, when I look at you, you think woman. And I don't want to be offensive with that. But when I see makeup and I see eyebrows, I see woman. So it would be just different for me not to speak to you in that way. But now that you said that, I understand that would be offensive to someone like, hey man, I'm just because I'm looking like a woman today, don't mean I want you like, hey, how you doing, sweetheart? Man, I don't know you. And I understand that. I have that mentality. Man, you don't know me. Just because I look like this, you don't know me. You know, and I understand that. My thing is to be just identified as a person. That's cool. That changed my perspective. But then when you said, no, don't flirt with me because I just want to be who I am. Just accept me as a person. That's cool.
Anybody's welcome to flirt with me.
No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it that way. No.
But I'm just saying, like, the way men approach me because of the way I look is because I am femme presenting, and they come at me fucking crazy.
Exactly, I understand that, and that's what I was saying.
They come at me stupid.
I don't want to come to you that way because of what you look like. That's
because
wrong.
I get real rude and real fast.
That's wrong. But I'm not a disrespectful person. No, I'm not gonna do that at all. My thing is, I can see you walk in the store somewhere and someone not understanding the non-binary code or the binary term and saying,
yeah, but you're a
hey,
stranger.
what's up?
But you're a stranger. Like I said, I don't have to explain it to a stranger. You're
Exactly.
perceiving me the way you are. You don't know me. So
Exactly.
like, why would I be like, don't call me like across the fucking street?
No,
you know?
I'm not saying you would do that. But
I'd be
I'm
like,
saying, now that I
mean,
know, I don't
yeah.
want to do that. Like, well, she might be non.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't really catcall women at all because they don't
It's
like
annoying
that.
as hell. It is definitely annoying as hell.
Have you ever seen me? Hey, what's up?
She's just speaking
You shouldn't
in
do-
general.
You
I'm
shouldn't
just
do
saying.
that.
Shouldn't do
What
it,
I'm saying as a
period.
man, I don't do that, and I don't prescribe that for any man. I don't. But that's what I was saying. But my thing is that I see guys that will see you and be, hey, that's some bullshit anyway. Regardless.
That's why I act like they don't exist.
You should.
I
I hear it and I
walking.
keep walking.
I usually keep walking. I usually
Yeah,
ignore it. Even when I was coming into your store,
That
it was
pisses
like
them
some
off people,
dude all
man.
the way from over there across the street, and I was like, "That's all you got, huh?"
No,
That's all you got?
I just keep walking. 'Cause leave me alone.
I want to tap in real quick because we are a teaching show. Can you let the audience know what heteronormativity means?
It's just like you find a husband, you get married, you have a bunch of kids. It's like what all stereotypical love movies are about. Like when you go on the romance fucking anywhere, and you can find any simple, you know, while very beautifully made, like romance movies, you know, they're all very cookie cutter, you know. Even when they're different, they still fit some kind of mold that
Social norm, yeah.
something like that, yeah. So
what society deems to be the social
yes,
norm.
yes. But so like heteronormative is literally just like, okay, so heterosexuality at its finest there.
Yeah.
Like,
The nuclear family is the only thing. Like, no, that's not true.
Yes. But a lot of people say that about a polyamorous dynamic, whether it be a closed triad or open triad. It's always confusing to what's the normal is for society. You're supposed to have one husband. You're supposed to have one wife. Why?
That's society.
Why? Just because all the
supposed
supposed tos. Just because I have two partners doesn't mean I can't function in my day-to-day life. It doesn't mean I can't. I have the ability to love more than one person, just like you got more than one kid.
Yeah.
You love all of your children. You love them differently.
Great analogy.
Not one more or less than the other, just differently. I got two kids and I love both my kids. My daughter get on my nerve, my son get on my nerve. They just do it in different ways.
Yeah.
So it's no different for me. I have always identified as femme because I have never known any other way. So I was excited. I was like, wait, I got questions and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to write them down because I'm going to forget. And then I forgot to write them down. And so I forgot. But it's the one thing I like about this platform is it allows us to not be scripted. There is no script. It is like whatever comes up, comes out. So when I had the opportunity to actually, remember we first met, I was like, get her stuff. We sat down at the collective.
At the collective.
At the
This is what she
collective.
was talking about.
This is
I
the
bet this
collective.
woman, oh my God, she talked about you
Yes.
for weeks.
So we
I bet this
sat
woman,
down
oh my
happens
God.
in all honesty.
because
Wow.
I like anybody in my immediate circle that can give me the opportunity to have an open mind to something I don't know.
Exactly.
Because so many people are running around this world. Oh, I know. I got it. You don't know shit.
Sharpen my sword. I need that.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, really? And I just sat down and I just shut up and I just listened because I also had the opportunity to see the interaction, to see the self-love, like the epitome of I love me more than I love anybody else around me. Honey,
Ooh,
get
I
some.
looked really hot that day.
Get some.
too.
She did. Yes.
I remember that.
Listen, I didn't take no pictures because I didn't have consent. I didn't take no pictures. I didn't have consent. However, I still have the mental picture in my head.
I'm gonna tap into your
Listen, my mental, honey, we went home and had a good time.
Oh, wait a minute.
Had a good time.
It was what dreams were made of?
In my mind. In my mind, yes. I have a very active imagination.
Was that when you saw me 4th of July or when you saw me at
That
the
was
store?
4th of July.
Okay.
When we saw you at the store, and I'm gonna let you get into the store in a minute so you can
Yes.
go ahead and do our, because we're gonna get into our shameless plug. That poor when we saw you at the store, the roles were reversed. It wasn't me at the store. It was her at the store. And I was like, oh, okay.
Wow.
So we're gonna get into shameless plug real quick. Lex has, well, outside of her being a model and all these other wonderful things, she has one of the most dopest jobs in the world. If I wasn't a shopaholic, I would work there, but I would also never have a check. So, Lex, go ahead and tell the people where you work at, and how you tell them where they can find you at the store. Come on, spend some money.
I work at Sarah Secrets. I work at the one in Frisco, right off Preston and Warren. It's a whole like adult novelty boutique, but we be selling dicks in there.
We be selling dicks in there.
Why? We be selling dicks in there.
We'll be back this week.
I'm gonna get another dick.
So, no, we should have actually listened to her the first time. She's a very good salesperson. We should have listened to her the first time.
What happened?
What'd you buy?
So, it was...
I'm usually right.
You are right. You were very, very right.
People usually come back and they'll be like, I should have did what you said last time. And then
Yeah.
they end up doing it. And I'm like, you just spent more money than you could have if you
But
just
listen,
listened
no,
to me the
because
first time.
rotation is a wonderful thing.
Mhm.
Don't even worry about nothing. So I am into to sexually. I have a BDSM side.
Mm-hmm.
It's light and she a little thin, but she waking up. She like, hey, she waking around, she wiggling around and stuff. So I like to be electrocuted during orgasm. Yes, I like it a lot, a whole lot.
Electrocuted during.
Yes, during orgasm specifically, and I have certain spots.
Spurting? Did you say spurting?
Certain
Did you
spots.
hear spurting?
Yeah.
I heard
Certain spots.
Did-
Yes,
so
I
you
have
spurting
flashbacks.
with- Okay.
And it's a wonderful gift It is a wonderful gift. So
Got the neon wine.
Yeah, so I gotta come back to
What
that
you
one.
clamp this? How you hook this
It's
up?
not a clamp.
How you hook
honey.
it up?
It's not.
Oh.
It's like a glass. It's like a red wine, and then there are little glass attachments on it, and you can turn it up to different intensities or whatever. And like on the sensitive areas on your body, it feels like a tingle, like a really intense tingle. And like especially like as you're orgasming, your body's already like
It's
super
wonderful.
sensitive.
It's wonderful.
A good sensory play.
Sarah's
It's-
secret on in
it-
Frisco. Let me.
It's a magnificent feeling,
Get one
to say
of
the
them
least.
down. Sarah's secret
So-
in Frisco.
So we went and like she was super dope, super professional. She know her shit. Like so, it's not like she just in there and I just worked there. Like she was like, oh no, honey, you gonna need this. You gonna need this. Let me introduce you to this. And I was like, so can you order that? And then let me know when to come in.
I actually checked on that for you. Too.
Is it back in?
They've ordered like a bunch of them, but it's the one item from that company that's on back order. So even when you go on the website, you can't even order it on the website because it's on back
checked.
order.
It's not on there.
Yeah,
I
but
checked.
just know that it has been ordered and we're just
And
waiting.
listen, honey, just text me or call me or something because I'm here to get it. And I use the flogger. Listen, it has like a current that goes through it. And you, and so for me, my back, anything on my back is it for me.
Yeah.
So like that and just a light little whip, just a long, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. So we had the opportunity to test it out. There's this little comb thing. Remember I was talking shit about the comb?
You like the comb?
I like the comb.
Don't do.
It's literally a comb. And it
like
has
a
a current that goes through it. But I like the one that she got us because you can see. I'm a visual person, so I can see the electric. Like I can see the color of it.
It
I
turns
can see.
like
It's like an orange,
purple.
reddish,
Sometimes
like.
it's purple.
And then the higher up it is when it turns purple. And I was like, oh, colors. I was like a 3-year-old. I swear to God, it was horrible.
It feels so, like, even just on your hands and stuff, it feels so good.
But she has this thing that she puts on her body, and it's coming through her. So I got the little middle piece on the side, and she's it's like she enjoyed that very much. So that's what made me order it.
My first experience with that was in Maryland at Daniel's event, Tender Show Toys. They had some people there with all the electro play stuff and
It was there was I have a friend, Lady V. She's from DB Passions. Shout out to Lady V. Hey girl. She is an author. She's also a sexpert. She is my resident face sitter. So she's going to be on the Thursday. Yeah, she's going to be on the Thursday episode via Facebook Live. She's a professional face sitter.
That's a great. How do I
she coming in?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. She's a professional face sitter, but she's dope. She was just at the Exotica convention in Chicago.
Okay.
If anybody knows anything about Exotica, it is all things play.
Yeah.
Whatever type of play.
I've seen
clips from Sir Solomon.
Yeah, she went and she had her little booth. She sold her book out. Like she had all her little toys. She has a toy line coming out. Like she's sick and I've learned a lot from her as well. She has parties periodically where they require you to bring your results in.
Okay, paper party.
You can, a paper. You cannot come into the party. Let me see your receipt.
Love it.
Your receipt. So, I'm working on getting her on the show. Even if it's on the Thursday night BDSM on just a live, like the Poly Talk Live After Dark. We get real grown. Real grown.
Yeah.
All of the adult things.
Me and your partner had fun with Fly.
I heard about that. I told you. He told me before you told me.
Yeah. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Did it? Sorry.
Oh, did he?
We do this here.
Sharing
my first
stories
one.
is a whole kink of mine.
You know, it was something I wanted to try. You know, and a woman was really,
Giving or receiving?
I was giving.
Okay.
I don't know if I could. You know, I might need to try it.
Try it.
It doesn't hurt
Be
as much
open.
as you think it does.
It's very
I
erotic.
almost showed you. I almost. You know what? We can't do a lot of stuff on. Can you got to play on the court?
I'm already in Facebook jail. Listen.
You don't know me like you think you know. But
Course
listen, no,
normal.
serious. It was cool because the lady actually calmed so hard she fell off it. the hobby horse, I was like so proud of myself.
Shout out
I
to
was
my
like,
sister.
yeah, it was like a feeling. Yeah, I was like, hell yeah. I was sitting like this, like. Just like I was like, yeah, let her off. Yeah, let her beat you up. Like, yeah, it's going down. It was cool though. That was my first flag. He wouldn't give me his flag. I tried to.
I
take
know.
his. He was like, no. He
Yeah,
was
I'm
like,
I'm
I was
territorial.
like, all right, bet.
I'm territorial.
Oh, that's
about
okay.
mine.
That's the Alpha shit. Okay, we supposed. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Get this motherfucker.
But it's
Oh my
it's
God.
a personal thing
Yeah.
though. Like it's mine.
People carry energy in their children.
Yeah, they absolutely do. You can definitely transmit your energy and your essence into your flock because I'll be damned, I'll fight you.
No, I felt empowered. It felt
Yeah.
like it was a part of my.
And mine, I
life.
have a wrist, a little attachment.
Especially once you get used to like the weight of it,
Oh
you
my.
really start laying the.
You
wax.
are like versed in it because it was like first I was like, and then I got the rhythm with the hang.
I
like,
love to
wow.
beat pretty girls up. That's like my favorite thing ever.
I like you.
So let's talk more about that. Let's talk about it.
Beat 'em up.
What do you
Did
know?
you say beat 'em up?
Yeah.
I like that.
Beat them.
You said
Beat
beat 'em up.
them.
She's pretty good.
Okay, so this weekend, last
I
weekend,
need to get better friends.
CTX barbecue. I saw
Wait, who's barbecue?
CTX barbecue. It was in Herker Heights. I saw the most littles. Littles are like people who like pacifiers and they play very childlike. But it was littles that were tops, so they was in there beating ass and
Little
giggling.
beating ass.
Beating
And giggling like
ass
what?
and
And
giggling. There she was like.
I've been crunk.
This girl put on some gloves with like spikes in it. It was like, high five, high five. Oh, no high five? You hurt my feelings. Where? I was like,
Man, take me, man. Oh my God.
I want to go on the knees in the patches. Oh my Jesus.
Did she push
Did
you?
you need a towel?
She pushed you?
Yeah, no, not me. I wasn't a part
Oh,
of
wait a
that.
minute,
scene.
mama, hold on.
Somebody get Courtney a towel.
It was exciting.
Are you breathing heavily?
Look, she done stroked the table. Did you see the table
Did you
stroke?
just hit that chair?
Like it's like, look, hit that shit.
Oh, wait, why she hit it like it was wrinkled?
Like, look.
I was straightening it out.
No, like you just squirted it.
Look at it,
I fucked this
right?
sheet up. I just squirted it.
It's a whole ass table.
Oh, man. I just fucked out this. Oh, that's you.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
see we were
I'm sorry.
so talking about.
I'm sorry. Did you
I
do
got a
that?
question.
Okay.
When it comes to being gender fluid and not having one specific identity, so to speak,
Damn.
how is dating life? How does that work for you specifically?
I mean, I really gravitate towards women, especially black women or femme presenting black women, you know, people in general.
Mhm.
And it really just depends. Like, I realized I used to be really shy talking to women. I used to be so shy talking to women.
I don't get that.
And so now,
Man,
but now,
I don't, and probably because we've had conversations.
but now here in this
Yeah.
life now, I usually just walk in and I'm like, wow, I just had to come and tell you, you just look amazing. I love your outfit. Like,
How could she say no to that? When
But
you had that
because-
look like that, you just look amazing. How could she say no to that?
honestly, how hard it is to meet women like in person, especially like I like bad bitches, so they just think that you're just complimenting them, and I was like, I am, but
I like
No,
you.
fuck. No, for real, I
But
want
also, can I
you
take
get
you to dinner? Like, please. I just
Right.
want to have a conversation with you. Like,
and a
that's it.
please. See,
Conversation,
women,
please.
see, that's the woman. And a please. Oh my God.
But there's nothing more attractive than a woman you can have an intellectual conversation with. Let's talk about more than just your lashes. Can you talk to me?
Let's just not address how pretty I am at all. Like, you can say it one time, but after that, keep it to yourself.
Right. I don't require that all the time. I recently got rid of a vanilla because it was like, okay, I know it's big. I've had it for like 40 some years. Like, it ain't been nowhere. Get it.
Wait a minute. Me and this guy just had a conversation about that, complimenting something immediately over and over.
Yes.
This
Stop
woman
it.
knows her ass is big when she walks out of the house, sir.
Yeah, I got a jump to get in my jeans,
Please,
sir.
she has eyebrows. She got a nice car. What about her job? What's she doing? How you doing? Bruh, stop talking
There is
about that
nothing
to me
more
all the
sexy
time.
than a woman than there is nothing more sexy to me than a woman or a feminine energy that is about her bag
Okay.
by any means necessary. My granny used to say, hook a crook, boo. You gonna
I'm
roll
gonna
with
be a
it
lesbian,
or
'cause
get
I like
rolled
that
over
shit,
by
too.
it.
I gotta be lesbian because I like that shit too. Ain't none
Oh,
more
you have a
sexy than a
vagina?
woman. No.
Oh, well.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what?
Let's talk
No,
about
yeah,
it.
cause
You know what?
it's all about the words today.
You're right.
I just
Boy,
really
say
hate-
you're right. I have
I
to
just
be.
really hate specifically when men say that. That's like,
Do you?
I hate it so much
Why?
because they come and they say,
But that's my opinion.
well, I'm a lesbian too. I like girls too. But it's
that's my
like,
opinion.
but okay, I mean,
No, I'm asking.
okay, I'm trying to explain though.
Go ahead.
Give me just a second.
I'm trying.
I just hate it just because, like, it feels sexual. Like, it feels very sexualized. Like, most of the time, it's like, yeah, I like girls too. 9 times out of 10 when they're saying, and when I say men, if you're getting offended by this,
No. I'm listening.
okay,
You're making it, your eyes are making it.
I'm just saying, if you get offended by
No,
it, I'm
no.
not trying to pick at you. I'm
No.
just saying in
I'm
general.
listening. Go ahead.
Okay.
I think you can get something.
But they just make it very sexual, and it's like it's playtime or something, you know, where they're like, oh, you have a girlfriend, oh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
hit
that's-
that too.
What's your girl?
She gets
I
that a
know.
lot.
What's your
She
girlfriend?
gets that a lot.
Wow.
What's your girlfriend? All that
Yeah.
other shit. Oh, your girlfriend lets you have friends? What? No, like it's just all of that. It's just all of that.
It's
shit
not,
is
and
just
that the one thing
unnecessary.
about the one thing about
If I told you I would have had a boyfriend, you would have been like, oh.
probably still would have
Probably still would have tried.
He would have. He would have. So fuck this nigga. How long y'all been?
It don't matter.
Oh
You must don't need him too much. Cause
Get
y'all
out
here
here
by
looking.
yourself.
Look at how you looking. Type
He
shit.
let you walk outside like
This
that.
goes on all the time. Like this is
Literally.
crazy.
The
It
one thing that I
definitely
hate the
is.
most is people assume that there's some form of ownership. I don't own her.
Well, see, I didn't mean it that
She's-
way with the
no.
female
I'm
thing. No,
saying
with
it.
her. I
I'm
didn't
saying
mean it
in
that way.
general, like because it goes across the board.
Yeah.
Like I don't own her.
At all.
She's not my possession. She don't own me. You can't come to her and ask her permission for me because she can't say yes or no that I'm willing to give or not give.
But see, my thing is when guys say the lesbian thing, it was with me. It wasn't hypersexualized. Me, I like certain things with a woman. It wasn't just I like her softness. The conversation we have. Oh my God, we talk about all kinds of shit. My thing is not always about that. Even with that statement, maybe like you said, 9 times out of 10. Let me be the other one, please, because it's not always that way. I'm apologize for all of them dudes. Like that ain't cool at all. I be like, my thing is that it's not always about that with me. And a lot of guys get that and they project that, like you said, oh, what's your girlfriend look like? Like, bro, what kind of shit?
That ain't none
like,
of your business what she
that-
look like. She's
why
my
you
girlfriend.
doing that? Like, it's crazy. I've heard dudes go to a
For
woman.
me.
I've seen you and Brittany in the club, and a guy go to Brittany and find out that that y'all together, and then he's like, bonus. Nah, fam. And then, I've
Bonus
seen it.
my
You be
ass.
like, bro, you ain't even got past this one yet. How you gonna get over here? And I watch it all the time. I tell dudes like, it's not always like that. If you go with your dick in your hand all the time, you're gonna lose.
First of all, that's an automatic turn off for me. When you come, because some dudes will try to approach me and I'll be like, oh, my fiance, she's right there.
Yeah.
And they be like, oh, so I get both of y'all. First of all, you didn't get me.
Let's start there.
Let's start there.
You got
Let's say
the
that.
grave right
And
there.
not.
We start there. Oh, and I'm sure where it's one of you, it's more of you. First of all, I'm sure all the real women in my life are busy making money
Okay.
and building businesses and brands.
Yeah.
Like
Shout out, shameless plug.
that part.
Can't wait to do it. Let's get it.
Listen, so we got some huge opportunities coming up for Poly Talk Live, and I'm so super focused. Like there is nobody that can come into my space, male or female, because I do like both, that can be like, oh, so no. If you weren't here from the beginning, from the nitty gritty, it will always be greater later. But if you were not here for when I was tired and stressed out and my head was hurting and I had the crying voice on and my back hurting and I couldn't breathe and I was calculating
And
bills.
we was in the hospital. You hear me? We was
Listen,
there.
if-
Let's go. Yes.
If you couldn't pull up on me when I was sitting in the hospital watching lights move across the
No,
ceiling.
they were moving. Oh my God. She was like, yeah, that light moving.
I had to talk to
Definitely
Risha
not
all night.
fucking
And
moving.
then talk to Risha and Brittany all night. I was
Listen,
like,
if you have not been there, if you have not, and this goes for anybody across the board, male, female, I don't care. If you have not displayed your loyalty to me, you won't even get close enough to display your loyalty to my brand. Period. because there is something I am trying to build.
Somebody liked it.
And I'm trying to
Shots
and
fired.
I'm trying to build it. I'm trying to build this thing with like-minded people, genderless or otherwise. My thing is who you be.
Correct.
Who you
Where
be.
you
I don't
been?
care
Where
about
you at?
I don't care about none of your the parts biologically. Who you be. Show me your ethics. Because at the end of the day, I woke up by myself. I'm gonna go to sleep by myself. And if you have not been present from the beginning, you gonna be by yourself. Cause I'm gonna be in the corner chilling. Cause we're gonna be at the Poly Talk Live barbecue with that meet and greet coming up on the 6th of August. Stop playing. Look out for it. Flies coming soon. Flyers coming soon. We also got a lot coming up when it comes to special guests coming up. Shout out to TT the dog.
Come on,
TT,
Paul.
what up, man?
Look at her. Already. She's on it.
TT is a fan and a friend of the show.
Correct.
She has her own project coming up called Hoe is Life.
Okay.
You got
Do
it.
this. Yeah, I got
Hoe
it.
is Life. I definitely want to make that connection for you and her because I think that'll be a great collaboration and a wonderful business opportunity. So my show is all about networking entrepreneur Negroes. We're going to get these entrepreneur Negroes together because I'm all about community. I'm all about building. And if I have the ability to have a platform and utilize it, if you have something like you're modeling, honey, did you see the pictures?
I did not.
Girl,
I did not. I did
listen,
not.
y'all go check
Yeah.
Lex out. We
A comment question.
Comment question. We got a comment for you.
hold your mute.
We got you.
Give me a pair of
From
seconds.
Miss Lex
From-
Give me a
M.
pair of seconds.
Okay. From TT the doll. Okay. So she says you do define as no label, correct? You don't have a label.
No.
Okay.
Like just they, like I said, just they, them. Like as a person, like you didn't know me. Like,
Okay,
they,
correct. So she said, at what age and how many years have you been in and defining as yourself?
My non-binary is just recently something that I have come into. Before, I really was just self-identified as a bisexual black woman, you know,
Mm-hmm.
very 95.5%. But either
Okay,
way,
wee bit with the wee wees. I'm
but
sorry.
either way, you
Okay.
know, there was
Yeah.
still like a little bit in there. But for the most part, this is something that I just realized just because I don't like being put in a box. Like, I don't know you. I don't know what you're going through. I'm going to talk to you like you're a person until you do something to disrespect me or my own, you know. I'm chilling. I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. So I'm going to just treat you with the basic human respect. And that is essentially how, just view me as a person. That
Right.
like, I like to do shit just like you like to do shit. Sometimes
Why I gotta be a female? Why I gotta be a male?
Right.
You're like,
I
you
look
look,
like-
Let's
look,
talk about that. Who making the plates? Who making
Okay.
the mac and cheese?
I want
Look,
to
you.
say
What?
with extra cheese.
I
Look.
just want to be a very hot entity. Like
You are definitely that.
Definitely that.
That's it.
She walked in the first time we saw her when we met her. It was all that just hanging. I was like, okay. She's like, hi, yes, it's me. But she had a look.
It's your girl.
You said it's your boy. Yeah, you said it's your boy. I was like,
And everybody
okay, hey, how you doing? But we already have been warned that.
I walked
Lex-
in and I did a whole little post.
Look, yeah, it was.
Even in store.
Look,
Even in
yeah.
store.
Somebody
Even
was
in
like, yo,
store.
look, like this one. Well, look, this
You'll see
one.
you'll
We're
see.
gonna come through here. You
And
gonna
it
see.
wasn't ever, and it was like
That's what it was.
It was an unspoken understanding.
Hi,
When Lex
baby
get
girl.
here, you'll see.
Just
It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a she.
No, it was.
When Lex
Yeah.
No
get
explanation.
here,
Yeah.
You'll see.
you'll see.
Yeah.
And
You did
and
do like
we saw.
that. Just
You'll see.
Not for real. And we was like, oh, we see.
Feel
Hi,
free
unicorn.
to correct us because we fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold
We
on.
up all over
Look,
the
I
place.
tried.
You see, I
Okay.
started with an apology.
I
But
tried.
you guys did great.
Okay. I started with the
Yeah.
apology for the whole table.
I want to say
The whole
kudos to TT because that comment was
The
so
door.
flawless in the use
Correct.
of the
Usage.
The
The
usage.
usage. Correct.
It's the wine and the usage of the they
Reach
give.
for it.
Yes.
Because I have non-binary friends online, and that's kind of the closest that I've gotten to it and trying to get used to the they them. So when I first asked you, okay, my bad, how do you identify? And you told me, I said one sentence and I struggled through it. I said, well then that's why they would have to read, you know.
But it's
say
only
it.
because I present as a woman. That is the only reason why it's a hard thing for you, because to me, I'm just a person, you know.
Right.
So
When I'm talking about a stranger, I usually call the stranger they them because I don't know them.
Right.
So that's they. Oh, them.
So
Them over there.
That's what I'm
Them over
saying.
there.
So it's
Okay.
like I don't know them, you know. And
do
just
you
like,
find yourself struggling with that from time to time? Like,
not usually, no, because
it's just an automatic they, hey, how you doing?
yeah, and like the people closest to me, I know they respect me as a person, and like they like just like they're transitioning into it. I still don't mind, especially them calling me like she, her, things like that. That doesn't bug me, cause I know even bitch is fine. That's one of my favorite ones. Anybody can be a bitch.
I think-
anybody can be a bitch.
Anybody.
I know-
Yeah, you got bitch ass niggas.
Yeah.
You don't got bitch ass
Anybody
niggas.
can be a bitch. Oh my God. Hey,
But I mean it in a hey bitch, bye bitch. All right, see you later.
But no, yeah, the bitch is definitely
Yeah,
not
that's
like
what
a.
I'm saying. But
I
that's
heard
how
you
I'm
already.
saying, you know, where it's like, oh, you a bad bitch. Bad bitch is
Thank you.
genderless.
But wait a minute, but you gotta
But
wait
that's-
though.
Bad
Because
bitch is genderless because I be seeing some niggas walking around here. They be
looking
bad.
real big.
Oh.
They're like, you bad. Look, that purse, I need that bitch. How you
Not even like in a purse
No, no,
way.
no.
They
Just him.
they just
Just
dress
him.
nice.
I
but
be
you
looking
smell
like,
good. You
so
look
where
like
you
a
get
bad
that
bitch.
outfit
Yeah,
from?
that's crazy.
Okay.
I'm saying, what are you
Like,
wearing?
so,
You look
let's-
so good.
You making all the comments tonight. We ain't never had TT the doll. Okay, hello. She says, so if you're giving a person advice coming into like basically your world and a piece of it, what would your advice be to them?
I mean, as soon as I address to you who I am, as I would respect you if you were femme presenting and you told me that you liked to be called he, him, and your name was Bradley or whatever, you know. No, like, no matter what it is, that's who you are as a person.
Right.
And I'm going to show you that respect no matter what, you know. And so I would want that back. Once I introduce you and I introduce myself to you and I tell you who I am, I expect you to respect that.
Right.
Just how I would respect you, even if I was like, I don't know about that, you know, even because that's not my business.
So what if there's a person that wants to identify as you are, but they're too afraid to kind of step out? What would your advice be to them?
Fuck these niggas, bro.
Yes!
Hey.
Take another shot of tequila. Take another shot of
Right, she said
tequila.
earlier,
Thank you, TT the dog, for all the good questions.
I tell people all the time, I be like, especially once I started seeing it this way, I was like, you know, life's a one-player video game, you know, you're the player, nobody else can play your game.
Unless you let them, correct?
Nintendo 64.
It's a one-player game. Two
Yeah,
things
nobody
going
can
through. Other people can join your game every now and then, but for the most part, it's gonna be just you till the end.
Correct.
So I'm the hottest person in my video game. I don't know about y'all.
Look, you're that bad bitch on the Fortnite video, like,
I'm
fuck you,
saying,
that's
and everybody's
it.
like, damn, where she got these mods from?
Yes! I know where to
do
go.
this because I identify as she, her,
Mhm.
all that good
But you
stuff.
also have masculine energy.
I was just about to
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Very masculine.
For real.
How thin is that line?
It's I don't think it
Is it a line?
I don't think. I mean, sexuality is a spectrum, you know, and there are more femme men that people that identify as men that are still straight or whatever, you know. I think it's what you. It's not even you even trying to be
What turns
heteronormative.
you on?
It is that heteronormative thing though, where you're like, well, where do I fit on it? Well, you fit where you fit. Is
Correct.
you
Yeah.
know.
So you call
Just
it
because.
fluid.
Just
Yes,
because
exactly.
Just because you identify as a man doesn't mean you have to be whatever society says or movies say or whoever the fuck says men should be. You can be yourself, and that is still valid as a man, as a
In the
woman,
words
as a
of Lex,
person.
fuck them niggas.
Fuck them niggas. So can I put up a finger real quick? I got a question.
What's up?
So, how many people have you had to actually like exit out of your life? Like completely, like, fuck you, exit out of your life. Maybe it's countless numbers of people, but how did that feel for you? Like, what was that situation about?
I mean, honestly, very truly, there are very few people that
Didn't know you.
that
right?
really know me,
Oh, they didn't know.
that know me at all.
Okay.
And all those people, I don't have to explain that to. If I could be like, all right, bitch,
And I was like, come on, bitch, where we going? Okay,
I'm going to get my nose done, or
Yes.
I'm going to get anything outlandish. They might no. Oh no, I don't go. but
Yes,
I
The
can
whole
go,
last bonding moment just happened, and
but
I
I can go and say something stupid to them. While they might look at me crazy, they're still gonna be like, okay, well,
let's do it.
I mean, it's not like it's not their business. It's still me.
right.
You know, like that. They're my support system. They are not
Correct.
me. They don't get to live this life for me, just with me. You know.
They don't lay down with you.
That's some cool shit.
Either way, if
Changing
you
it
was
from
laying
home.
shit
Right,
laying down with me at the end of the
right.
night, it does not matter. I am a person, and just because I have you in my life or vice versa, that does not entitle me to any part of you, nor does that entitle you to any part of me. You know, I am still an individual, even though we are together. Just because we got together doesn't mean we merged into a big
Thank
blob
y'all for
of-
watching.
Right,
Let's
still
go.
me.
Right.
Yeah.
we are still two individual people that still
Absolutely.
like different
They
things.
still like different things.
That still like
move
to
in
do the
different
same
spaces.
things too. That like, you know, different things. It's just we somehow found a way to mesh that. So it's just one of those things where anybody who knows me, as soon as I expressed who I was as a person, they were like, all right, cool. And that was just that. There was no questions. There was none of that. And I think that is beautiful. And I'm so
Right.
blessed
It's
to have
that-
that.
Yeah.
Because I know not everybody does. But like,
I'll clap for that one.
but like I love that, and I wish that for everybody, which is another reason why I try to be so open and so easygoing
Fucking
because
here.
and like I am who I am as I am, because I know that at the end of the day I love who I am as I am,
Mm.
and so do the people who I love too. So it
Correct.
doesn't really matter.
Correct.
I don't know you, bitch.
Yeah. Bitch, there go that word again, bitch.
For the people in the back. I
On
don't
the third
know
row.
So you don't fucking matter. I don't know.
Like
right?
if I send my friends a picture and I'm like, hey, look at this outfit, and they tell me I look good and I think I look good, whoever says anything opposite of those statements, literally, who
Does
are
not
you?
matter,
Because
correct.
it doesn't matter.
So let me ask you this: if the today you
Mhm.
could talk to the 12-year-old you,
Correct. Correct.
what would that conversation look like, and what
Yeah.
advice would you give the 12-year-old you to prepare you for the today you?
Oh my God. There is nothing I could say. So many things have happened to me. And when I was younger, I was so shy. Especially at 12, I was so shy. I didn't want anybody to talk to me. I always had my nose in a book. Like, teacher's pet, like, I didn't want to talk to anyone. And so I would hug her, first
She's
of all.
smart, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I would hug her first of all, and I don't know. The only thing I could really tell her is that like, it'll all be fine, and like, there'll be people with you, so it'll all be fine. Cause there is nothing that I can say to my past self to prepare me for what has led me to this specific moment.
Courtney, what would
Not
you say
aware.
to 12-year-old you?
Whoo! It's okay. Stop listening to them. For real. Because I had a lot of, before I really figured myself out, and I think that's why it took me a long time to figure myself out, because my family was not cool. Whoever you want to be, that's cool. No. So I used to play basketball and things of that nature, and I got called dyke and all kinds of things by my family, and it was a very negative thing. For real, this
No, yeah, it's that shit deep. No, that shit deep.
It's real
So
life.
That shit deep.
I
It's real life.
denied that part of me for a long time. I denied it so much that I believed it. I was like, I don't like girls. That's not a thing. Like, my attraction for women bodies is normal. Like, I literally believed that. I had to go to college and kind of detach myself from my family and stand on my own 2 feet and realize that it is my game. It's my life. Nobody's gonna live my life for me to really step in my shoes and walk my truth.
Correct.
So I would just say that, like, it's okay. You don't have to listen to your family members like that.
Al, your turn. If you could go back to 12-year-old Al and say, look, dude, what would you say to him?
You're not by yourself. I grew up the same story. My mother was a drug addict. My dad, I ain't know my dad till I was a grown man, and I felt alone. Like
it was just me and my little brother, you know. So I would go back and say, hey man, it's gonna be alright. You ain't by yourself. Like it's stop fighting the world. You know, a lot of people call it a police complex, but it wasn't that. With me, it was just I never had anybody. So it was always be tough or be dead. Like, you know, in Syria where I grew up, I mean, and we not having anyone in any direction, it led me to selling drugs and gang banging. And you know, the only thing that saved me was school and my voice. That's it. And my thing was I was always one that reached for knowledge. I wanted to know. You're ignorant if you don't reach for something. Just like the non-binary. If I don't understand this, at least try. It's stupid. And I grew up that way. So now my thing is to tell myself, hey man, you're not alone. You have to understand that there are people here that are going to walk with you. This shit you're going through now is on now. So just walk through this shit, man, and you're going to turn into me. So just be cool.
You know, you're going to know.
You're going to turn to me, be cool.
Regret.
Regret.
It's your turn, madam.
Look, I'm not finna do all that extra, okay?
I was not even trying to
She had no play.
Hold on, wait, lady, please. Can I say this, please? Lady, I know I'll be all tough and shit on here, man, but I can't watch you cry. That hurts. My shit all wild.
Look, my throat,
I see that right
You
now.
heard it. You heard it in his throat
I
shot.
can't stand it.
Like it was. She had to rub it
You
up.
know what? I
Yeah.
teach my son. Hey, we gotta stop teaching males that big boys don't cry.
Correct.
You can't. We're holding things in. It becomes rage as you get older. You have to teach our sons compassion.
Aggressive
That
ass
ain't gay, man.
motherfucker.
You have to teach your sons to love people and understand that that's not gay to cry. If you hurt, cry. Tell somebody you hurt. Tell somebody that something's going on.
Tell somebody
Don't
you
hold
love
that
them.
shit.
How about that?
And if
Right.
no, wait a minute.
Not period.
If
You
you had
are.
a sex at the
Period.
table, let me tell you something.
Period.
I am not homophobic.
It's
If
not-
you
yes,
have,
correct.
tell somebody.
Yes.
Tell, please, hey man, it's gonna hurt, but stand up. The reason why I enjoy speaking to you because you have become you. Fuck all the other shit. I'm me. Like, hey man, I don't care what you think. I have one joystick, fam. This game didn't come with two. It came with one.
It ain't even a controller,
That's
it's a
not-
joystick.
it-
You know? It's the old school one that got the
Nigga,
No, we
Yeah.
palm in this
We got like
motherfucker.
two
We
buttons
motherfucking
on
palm. It's
Yeah.
So Brittany, you're not finna get out of answering the question. She was hoping
Don't
that.
cry. You better not cry.
You wanted out.
You better not cry, goddamn.
No, look, okay, but
Can you at that again?
so I would tell my 12-year-old self, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that you hid behind the refrigerator. It's not your fault that your family's not together anymore because of the simple fact of who you are. But I didn't even know. Well, I knew. I definitely knew. But it was the Bible thumpers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the ones that were like, no, look, I'm finna put revelations in your face so that you're scared of that shit. But that is still me till this day. Like legit, younger, old, look, young, old, it still fucks me up. But my thing is, don't deny anybody who's coming to you and trying to tell you the truth about some shit, and you scare them to the point where they don't want to talk. So
They're afraid to be themselves.
I would tell my 12-year-old self, yo, like, you good. Like, high school was hell for me. My mom worked at my high school. And then, and then that's when I came out to the point of having my first girlfriend. So it was Brittany kissing in the hallway, Brittany having sex in the house. Like, it was, it was a whole ass lie, but teachers would do that because of the simple fact that my mom worked there and they know that that was her reputation.
I never heard of it.
Yes, correct. So I moved out. I didn't talk to my mom for almost a whole last year and a half type shit. Like, that's a long time without talking to your mama. Somebody that birthed you. You hear me?
Yeah.
But because, like, even right now, she's kind of like, well, okay. Yeah! I can't stand you. I almost punched you. Oh my God.
You can't be screaming
You
like
back-
that on radio.
you back
man.
at
I'm sorry.
It's low key an inside joke. If you
Look,
back at that again.
Good, because she hit me
Because
with
her
some
mom
shit.
loves me.
Yeah.
I'm
She
the apple
does.
of her eye.
She does. Low key. Correct. Yeah.
Sarcastically speaking.
What?
But anyway, so to be able to say like you back at it again, but it's something that I never lost. But because I didn't display it to the whole world, you think that that's not me.
We're referring to her sexuality.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, I say this all the time. Bisexual people and heteronormative looking relationship, still bisexual. A bisexual man that is dating a man is still a bisexual man, okay? Bisexual woman that's dating a man, still a bisexual woman, okay? Just because it's not what it looks like, it doesn't look gay, doesn't mean it's not gay, okay?
It is what it
It's same as if you are polyamorous and you happen to have one partner. At the moment, it doesn't mean that you're not polyamorous.
Yeah.
It
You're
just means
still
that
who you are. Your dynamic does not define you.
We just trying to figure out the real boundaries, okay? We got to fuck people, okay? Like, yeah, that part. So, shameless plug.
Tax service.
I think
Hit me.
for me, if
my
I
Courtney.
could take 5 minutes to talk to the 12-year-old me, it would be all of those dreams that you have in those books, all of that poetry that you have in those books. Don't let them burn it. Don't let them tell you it's a lie. It's who you are, and there's nothing wrong with who you are. The universe created you divinely in the way that the universe saw fit. Ain't nobody higher than that.
Right.
You be your own creation. So if I had any advice
Yes.
for anybody, it just outside of myself, it would be, in the famous words of Grandma Honey, Lord, baby, that's between you and your God.
Yo, God.
Your God. And in the famous words of my grandmother, Dia, either you gonna roll with it, you gonna get rolled over by it. Either way, somebody rolling.
Oh, okay. Shout out to the ancestors.
Listen,
Yes.
I say.
Shout out for real. They popping people. Oh.
Listen, Lex, thank you so much.
Yes!
Wow, be careful.
Listen, I'm
Yes,
gonna talk to
of
the man
course.
about that one. Lex, thank you so much for taking time out of your whole in it. We're gonna pull out a Cato word in your constellation.
Come on, Mr. Cooks.
Yes, talk about that earlier.
Yeah.
In the whole orbit.
In your
situation.
orbit, in your constellation.
Right.
Thank you for taking time out to come on my little bitty situation, Holly Talk Live, and take a moment to explain to people what it really is. Because we have no clue. They're, like myself, I'll be the first to tell you what that means.
What, non-binary?
Yeah.
It's just somebody who just doesn't identify as either. They just want to be seen as a person, a entity.
So you be surprised
Just that
how
kind of
many
thing.
people don't know that.
That's really all it is.
Literally.
Like, most people just don't want to be put in a role just because they are presented a certain way. Because
Right.
now you're putting, like I said, you're putting me somewhere that I might not fit,
Right.
and just I'm a person.
My client had that same situation. He wasn't talking to me. He was on the phone. I was ear hustling. But he was like, so my
Shout out to
grand.
Just to Relax Massage Therapy.
Shameless
Plug.
plug. So he definitely was on the phone with like his friend or something. He was like, yeah, we just took a trip to see my daughter, but our grandchildren, I just don't know. They want to be classified as them. I just don't know what them is. Like, it's hard. I can't change it. And these are fair white folks. You know?
OGs.
Like, so they like, yo, I don't know what that means. Like, I don't know how. But it's definitely hard because society has definitely put everything into our head to feel a certain way and to identify people as a certain way. So he, she.
Yeah.
But wait a minute. Even if you don't know them over there, who is them?
Yeah.
Like,
Which is why it is so important that you're here today.
yes.
Because now somebody that's watching or listening can say, oh, that's them.
Yeah, that's them.
And not
That's
offend
fine.
somebody. Not offend somebody. And be knowledgeable of it because maybe one of your kids might walk up to you and be like,
Because like I said, I'm femme presenting, but that doesn't mean that I fit into whatever
A
it is you
category.
think a femme or a
Correct.
woman should
Right.
be doing. I'm an individual.
Right.
Sometimes I'll be
And-
doing nigga shit. Sometimes I'll be doing woman shit.
Well,
I feel the same way about myself. I just don't identify as them.
And that's still valid, and that is still fine. That is still fine. But for me
I do
as
nigga shit regularly.
me as a person, just don't perceive me and don't put me in a box. Don't think about me in one way or this way. Like,
Right.
my possibilities are endless because I said that they are. So
So that means it's very few of y'all that can fuck with Lex. How about that? Cause look, Y'all got it. Don't put her in no box now. Out of the box. Y'all remember? Out of the box. Oh, yes. See? Somebody was speaking.
I got it. At the end, I was like,
Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all a great deal. If you are not listening to us on DFWIRadio.com, you see us on Facebook. Thank you for joining us. See you next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Standard.
Yes, with our special guest, Courtney the Love Spreader, Al Songbird, come on, T, over there, running shit like he do. Look at how he looking. Look, y'all, we got a whole crowd over there though. We got fans and stuff. How y'all going?
Backstage.
Behind the stage. Where am I at? Okay, there we go. Whoa, my bad, y'all. It was a little
wobbly.
Yeah, well, because I wasn't looking. I was just kind of. All right, with Miss Peach. We got her right here sitting on the couch. Look at how she looking. Hi, Miss Peach. What is it? What's your name, boo? Simone. Look. Hold on, wait. I had to get the booty shot. Miss Queen. She wrecking and stuff. Come on, Miss Queen. Wait. Let's do the booties together. Oh, behind the scene. Polly Talk Live. Let it go. You're welcome.
So just so you know,
Miss Toya, how you doing? She's good, y'all. Look. It's Looney Tunes for me. Wait a minute, you can't sneak out of here. You better come back here. You better shameless plug yourself.
What's going on? Underrated, you know what I'm saying?
Underrated. Yes. Let's go. Look, we need some clothes though. We need to, look. I told you.
I was like, well, tune in because Nikki gonna learn something today. It's a lot, like people even like myself, when you know I be just the masculine energy. I was like, what's that? So thank you so much. It works so many ways. You have no idea. Right.
That's what it is. Anything can happen for anybody. Anybody can be anything. Anything way, you know.
And just because my physical looks like this, my inside is. I said something to her earlier today, and I was like, so the universe decided with me specifically, like my outside was gonna be a girl, and my inside was gonna be.
She said I'm not too fast. I might have had a little penis. I was like, girl, you better shut up. Look, this is Polly Talk Live after dark, okay? Very transparent. If you want to come back again and you got a subject that you really want to talk about, come on back. No, you
let us know. You let us know.
When you have anything, we got you.
It's definitely like that.
Loving it.
That's why it's part of the shape of the club, putting your store out there. You know what I'm saying? Follow you. That's why your Instagram is on the flyer, all of that. I hope
Sarah's Secrets. Let's go.
come back to whenever you.
Look, y'all, this all commission. Y'all better go get y'all flowers and stuff. They got electricity and shit. Look, it's the electricity for me. Look, her supporters. She got supporters and stuff.
That's why I felt like that.
All right, so you can do that because I always fucking.
See you next week.
I'll probably talk about it.